Good afternoon. It's Ogama Great Nadjiwon, Chippewa, Naniwash, and Cedar First Nation. This updated video is coming to you from our newly acquired property, commonly referred to now as Highway number 6 property, just on the outskirts of the town of Blairton, Ontario. Actually just on the southern border of the town. We are having an open house today to allow membership to come and have a boo at what the property entails, the purchase of the building plus the land. The land encompasses 15 acres and skirts Highway number 6, one of the busier corridors in this part of the country right now in southwestern Ontario. Having said where I'm being videoed or doing this update from, one of the concerns of late had been a presumptive positive COVID case over the last 7 days, and I would like to reassure the community that upon hearing of this presumptive positive case, we went by the protocols we had set out. We made sure that the person that had the test was immediately put into isolation, and then we done follow-up testing, which proved that which outcome was that the case was a false negative. We actually done 2 follow-up tests, and both of them came back false negative. That will segue into the fact that we can't let off on the gas. We have to keep our eye on the target. We have to realize that we will continue doing the wearing of the mask, the continued washing of the hands, and the distancing protocol of 6 meters. We do realize that we made it through 8 months positive free, and we had a near call or a scare, which would remind us that we have to remain vigilant, we have to remain cognizant of using the tools at our hands, which are masking, continued washing of hands, and distancing. So that is a good news update. The fact that we are now on the property that we have acquired is also a good news event. I would like to share with the community that we've always talked about business development and economic development. This is our opportunity. This is where we have an opportunity to utilize this land that we purchased to promote economic development, business development, community procurement in regards to employment. And this open house will give us opportunity to hear from the community that have taken the time to visit this location for ideas going forward, so that a community that has been struck to form a board for economic development, to hear the input, to hear the suggestions, and to move forward. So I think it's a real win-win, and I will say that I am very optimistic of the purchase of this property in regards on so many fronts. First and foremost, purchasing property is still one of the least risky investments one can make. In the end, if everything were to go south and that the recommendation was to sell, we wouldn't be losing any dollars at all. But by having the property, we can build a foundation for business. And I think that the fact remains that one of the number one things that you always want to check off in a business is addressing location, location, location. And I'll express again, we are on a very busy corridor where we could provide services to the day trippers that are coming up into the Saugeen Peninsula in numbers unheard of in the past. This is a very busy corridor, and these tourists and day trippers are looking for services, and we aim to be there to provide for them. Miigwech. In closing, I strongly recommend that our membership take the time to come and visit the property at 10129 Highway 6, just across the road from the RV outlet. We have 15 acres here that we hope to, in the near future, turn into an economic initiative. Also, this building that I'm speaking from is being renovated into offices and a meeting place with a large boardroom. You might hear the noise in the background. Construction is happening as I speak. Again, to the membership, all of the membership, please come and visit the property and come back to us or share your ideas of how this property could be used. Miigwech.